Yes, honey. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. All right. So I'm so excited once again. Y'all know I like to dress up during my interviews, but it's not about me today. It is not about me today. Today we are talking about one of my favorite topics, which is Sister Talk with DJ Genesis again. And this time Mahoghany got it right, honey. There was something wrong with the link because I had used up all my space, but this time we have got it right. So in a moment, DJ Genesis will be up here. In the meantime, in between time, let's get some people up in the building. Oh, there she is. There she is. Okay. Hey, DJ.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you wonderfully. You look beautiful. Just give it. I usually do a little intro in the beginning, but we're going to give people at least a minute to get here. You look gorgeous. What have you been doing today?
Man, my muffler went out on me. So or it was like I think it was like I don't know, like it had gotten rusted or something like that.
Let me ask you a question. How do you want? Because it's all about you today. Do you want it like this or do you want it larger?
No, it's cool. Either way. Larger is fine.
Okay. I like larger because you could, they can. It's almost like we're sitting in their living room. You look beautiful. I love the head wrap. I started to wear a head wrap today too. But anyway,
I want to learn to do the Erica Badu, and I've been like practicing. I just got to get the right size piece of cloth.
Yeah, and then there's a way that you can kind of build it up too, so it's really big.
Right. I figured out that the reason why it looks like that is because they have something on top and they're wrapping it around. I was like, how are they doing that? Because mine's always like a Harriet Tubman level type of.
No, I know what you mean, but yeah,
I like the hair wrap, but it kind of gives the Harriet Tubman vibe, where it's like kind of not all.
Yeah, you look beautiful, and us sisters, especially with natural hair, we understand the need for a hair wrap, and then it's wonderful for keeping you cool. I'm gonna go ahead and start. This is prompt two, but I pretty much remember how we started the last time. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you have the floor. Okay, I'm gonna let you completely have the floor. Introduce yourself to the people. Tell them who you are, baby. Go ahead.
Well, I'm DJ Genesis Detroit. I'm a mother. I'm a producer. I make music. I've DJ'd for over 25 years. I've been a software engineer for 20 years. I started off as a graphic designer. I was in the military. I was in the Air Force. I mean, I had a very well-rounded life. I've done a lot of different things. Songwriter, I'm a true Gemini. At the core, I'm a Gemini. So, and if anybody knows any Geminis, they know that they probably can say that they do a lot of different things. So,
and that's something me and you have in common because I'm a Gemini too, and a lot of the personality traits that you have, I'm the same way. Just like with my channel, I talk about a lot of different things. So that is true about Geminis. Now let's talk about, so it's all facts upon facts. I did my research. Y'all know I have my little ways. I went and looked her up on different things. And she has I listened to a lot of the music you have. It's lovely. I was going to play some of it over here, but with your permission. So everything,
just some of it, because I'm signed to. Some of my stuff is like signed, so you might get like a. They might get if your thing is if you're trying to monetize this, it will hit you up because a lot of my stuff is like So let me know if you want to play. You can play it, but trying to make some money off of it, you might get hit off for the copyright. But you're not gonna get struck, but you just might get copyright.
No, I understand that.
You do the SoundCloud stuff, some of the SoundCloud stuff, like the After Feeling. I think I sent you like the SoundCloud stuff, didn't I?
You might have. I just did this so.
Oh, you just looked it up online and just found
stuff. Exactly. Just like I found those beautiful pictures of you. There's lots of stuff on you. But I already knew your history. Like I said, I met you. I first saw you on the Blue Couch on Real Life Street Stars because I'm subscribed there, and I saw where you were talking about the Nature Boy situation and your interaction with Jaguar Wright, and I asked you about that. Can you explain to the people just briefly how you got involved with Nature Boy and Jaguar Wright? Not Nature Boy, but go ahead.
Well, I was never involved directly with Nature Boy. It was more the people that were involved with Nature Boy. Like
Okay.
I was trying to help them once they left him.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
certain people. So, and then it turned into people thought that I was like a part of the cult and this, that, the other, which is not true. So it
Okay.
was never a thing where I was like
Right.
involved with Nature Boy. You know what I'm saying?
And Jaguar
I
Wright,
did debate him at some point. I did debate him on
yes.
some of his philosophies and how he was doing stuff. I did do that. Let me just do this because now, okay, because my camera's on the wrong way.
You look beautiful. I'm the one up here sweaty and look like I just came from cutting the grass.
Child, so if you don't stop it, girl, you lying.
But so you also your husband, because you explained it. Explain how and her husband is very famous too. Like talk about your ex-husband. Your if you don't mind.
Okay, by 10 from Slum Village. So we weren't really married from like a marriage thing, but we were together common law for a long time. And so
You have a child.
still kind of a husband, but I met him. I was a DJ in Detroit, and people used to come and watch me DJ.
Mm-hmm.
And he
so
was one.
I went and looked him up and I was like, oh, that's him. So yeah, she is the truth. She has, even though, like I said, she's new to us, a lot of us might not know her. She's definitely well known on these YouTube streets, has been around a very long time. And she has a large following. You have like 60,000, don't you?
Yeah, so that like kind of happened. I was really, if you probably would have went to my channel about 3 years ago, I had like probably 12 followers. I wasn't really trying to be a YouTube person. I'm a software engineer by trade and a DJ and a producer. I do that, but by being involved with some of the people from Nature Boy, the whole carbonation thing, by being involved with the Tribe Zulu people from Nature Boy, they kind of encouraged me to get into content creation, and then also I did the whole thing with Charleston White, and that was like the beginning of the becoming a content creator from that.
Okay. Yes. All right. So now let's go to Miss. So Jaguar Wright, and let me just say this. I want to say this for you, because I am aware of what some of the things she's saying now. You have not spoken Jaguar Wright's name in years, not even to me when we did the first interview. This is our second interview. We're trying to do this the right way. You have not spoken about Jaguar Wright, but you did help her out. I mean, whether she wants to admit that or not, you did help her out when nobody else would. I think that should be said. So yeah, and so that's your interaction with her, basically.
I mean, she initially it was a thing that she was supposed to be helping me out, like to put together the documentary from my child's father. And she told me stories about, because I knew that she was on tour with them during the OK Player tour. I did not know that she was blackballed and all this other stuff. I knew that she was on, in her car talking about certain stuff. I didn't understand at what level that she was blackballed and wasn't cool with nobody and nobody liked her and this, that, the other. I didn't know all that. So when I'm trying to do a documentary, I'm going off of like what I knew from her in the past, because I booked her back in 1990, I think 8, during the Black Lily, when she was actually on tour with the Roots and Jazzy Fat Nasties with the Black Lily thing. So that's what I knew of her. And I had known her over time, like running into her at concerts when she was performing. And so that's what I knew of her. I did not know this new Jaguar Wright that I see right now, so I didn't have no understanding of what I was really bringing around me and bringing around my house and everything.
And that's what it is. A lot of people, even now, like she gets a following, then she loses them because the lies come out, then she gets a following. But I'm going to leave that alone because this is not about her. But I just wanted to make it clear that you were someone that actually looked out for her when nobody else would after she got out of prison.
What it really came down to is that, I'm thinking that, this is a friendship or a relationship that I think I've developed over time. So it's not even a matter of, hold on, somebody's calling me. It's not even a matter of me helping her, but it was like I'm thinking we could help each other. You know what I'm saying? We can work together, we can build something, we can put something together that could be dynamic in this documentary. I'm not knowing that there's like this whole underlying need to try to take down Jay-Z, and like I'm not knowing that this is like her goal or whatever. I'm just focused on the documentary and thinking that, okay, she has a lot of industry contacts. I didn't really get to see the stuff with Talib Kweli and Common and stuff. So I'm completely green to like the things that she said about the people that she's even on tour with.
Mm-hmm.
Malik B and this, that, the other. But I did see the thing on Malik B. And that's part of the reason why I contacted her, because she was like campaigning for Malik B. But all the other stuff, Talib Kweli and Common and whatever. And then so when I heard it at the real life, he said, he stuck his thing. I said, well, don't all dudes do that? It was like, I'm just hearing that because I was not really following her like that,
Yeah, I understand. No child. Well, I follow her and I follow the people around her. So, but I'm not going to make this about her. We're not going to give her any more.
Please don't, because she probably is watching. She gonna find, if you say anything about her, honey, there's something that like
Oh yeah, that's fine. But not today. We're not going to do that today. I'm not going to do it today.
You don't want her coming after you and saying that Mahoghany her, and then next thing you know, now you're a part of the farm of
the troll farm. Oh, she can, honey.
Are you part of the troll farm, Mahoghany?
Girl, when people come after me, I always get my subscribers. It's really that simple.
You're not part of the troll farm.
Well, listen. So we're gonna move on past that. That's how you. And you're well known in the industry. You did have a question, Mr. DJ Music, who is also a DJ down here in South Carolina. He asked, "What style music did you spin?" Good question.
Well, I started off as I was trying to be like a DJ that did like the DMC level DJing. I started off like that. And then a guy named DJ Rags, right? He was showing me all the video. This other guy named DJ, damn, I forget his name, James. So he was showing me all the like DMC type of stuff. And so initially I wanted to be a DMC DJ. But then, because I was in the military at first, I was in the military and I'm just at the barracks, just learning how to DJ, right? From the people that's there. So I ran into a girl named Alicia who took me to my first like rave. And I got to hear drum and bass and stuff like that. Now I had already kind of like heard about techno and house. I grew up with people that was going to Paradise Garage and all that stuff. So I remember all like that, not gonna be a fool for you no more. My love so special. I mean, I got to hear growing up, and CeCe Peniston and all that stuff, but I was more into the hip hop scene as a DJ and more like I wanted to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I want to be like that DJ at first, but then I got into the rave scene and I heard this thing called drum and bass, and I was like, this stuff is cool. Like, I like love that whole like take on stuff. So I began to do DJ as a drum and bass DJ, Jungle, which is like a UK based, like really fast, like James Brown kind of like drum break.
Okay.
So I got into then I like moved from that into because I used to do the back room and at this place called State of the Union. A guy named Sam the Man Burns would have the front room with the house music, and I would do the back room. This couple named Aosi and Clark invited me as a drum and bass DJ to like come and play. They ended up like giving me their room. And so I began a residency at State of the Union nightclub. Now this back room of State of the Union was a mess. Okay. It stunk like the I think there was like a dead rat, in between. They couldn't figure out where the smell was coming from. Honey, the bass didn't work, only treble and mids. It was just, but honey, I was dedicated. Okay. I was making like $25 a day. Like when I would DJ, I'd make like $25 a week to DJ there. But I was so dedicated. Honey. I would walk from my house on 1st and U Street to 40th and U Street with my crates of records in my hand to go to the club and DJ.
But that means that you have a passion and love, because I have a passion and love for music. I mean, everything I do, I love to play music. So that just goes to prove that's what you were supposed to be doing. That's what you were God sent to do. I do want to get to a few things. Basically, right now, guys, because this is our second time doing this interview, we're going to review some of the things we went over, and then I'm going to ask her a few more questions. And then if you guys want to come in and talk to her, you can. So another thing we discussed is you in this space. So we understand your background and how you kind of ended up on YouTube. You never really wanted to be. Same with me. You started out with the conscious community. What do you think? Be honest. What do you think about ours?
Let me break that whole thing down. This is how crazy.
Oh, you muted. You're mute.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes. Okay.
So Sarah Sutton-Seti. I'm a web developer. I'm self-taught, right? So I'm self-taught web developer, right? So Sarah Sutton-Seti is also from Detroit, right? So I was watching him on Sonnetter TV. He was doing this, doing that. And me and my friend Rachel, we were really heavily into like consciousness and this, that, the other. Me and her ended up calling him and saying, listen, you need to stop debating, because he was debating on Sonnetter, and start touring and traveling and just spreading the message and build your own. This is the beginning of, if you ever seen Sonnetter going to different places and stuff, it was me and this girl named Rachel Ifa that got on the phone with him and was like, no, do it like this and don't debate no more. I think he did a debate with Eileen Bay or something like that. It got really heated. No, don't debate no more. Bump debating. Go tour and teach. So I, at that point, began to be his web developer. Black Power Cartel was the first website I did for Sarah Sutton-Seti, and I built his website, AfricanGlory.com and Black Power Cartel, built that website up. And then the FBI, somebody came in. It was like we got infiltrated. We had the site going. It was almost like the world star hip hop of consciousness. We were getting like 200,000 hits per video.
Oh,
next
wow.
thing, someone comes in and was like, oh, you need to put it on our because we had like a server over in like China or somewhere, Taiwan or whatever, that was like hosting it. They convinced us to like move it to a server in LA, and then they just disappeared. Took all of our content off the website and just disappeared.
Oh my gosh, where is Sarah Sutton-Seti? Because I used to watch him. Where is he?
He's still doing content. He's still doing stuff. After that, I kind of like lost touch with him. I moved down to Dallas from Detroit. And I ran into him a few more times. I started the Black Power, the Pan-African Community Think Tank. I was doing stuff in the community for the because I like really got into Pan-Africanism and Egyptology and Ifa and this, that, there. So now I'm an Ifa priestess, but at the time I was really into the Egyptian stuff and community-based, really Pan-African level of like, Dr. Claude Anderson level. Yeah. So I actually did all that, was going, but then it got really crazy because I was even going, this thing, Gorilla Mainframe, Rakeem Balagoon, all these people were really like heavy in Dallas, Texas. This is where God has brought me into all these different communities. Yeah. I got to like actually be there where they were like doing these community outreach, teaching people how to fight, teaching people how to like shoot like guns and everything. Rakeem Balagoon got labeled the first Black extremist. The person that was throwing the events, bringing SETI down. And we would do really good things for them, like have kids and stuff, learning how to like fight and this, that, the other, learning how to protect ourselves. When Malik came, there's a guy named Malik, came into Dallas and shot up those police officers. It dismantled that whole thing. So I was actually around during that entire situation and got to see it dismantle, got to see Rakeem go to prison for becoming the first Black terrorist or whatever the hell it was. Got to see Sarah get into it with Umar Johnson. It was crazy. So I got to like be a part of that whole thing.
I'm sorry.
Free of separation thing. So it went from music to and techno and house music to like Black Power revolutionary to like terrorism. Like it's just crazy.
I want to talk to you, and I'm glad you brought up because I was about to ask you a question about Umar because you said something about your religion, Ufa, and Ifa. Is that the same religion that he practices?
Yes, he is actually. He might be Ogun priest.
Let me ask you a question. Do they and just you don't well? So do they do sacrifices? And explain that to us.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. So, um, depending on the situation, you know, if if they do a reading and there's an issue or whatever, sometimes what the reading might call, depending on what Orisha comes up in the reading, they might require a sacrifice. So sometimes that sacrifice might be to take a watermelon and bring it to the river and throw it in the river. Sometimes it might be take this certain babalawos, which are like the priests that do the readings, sometimes or olorishas. Some of them have more like, you know, where they don't like do animal sacrifices, but certain ceremonies require animal sacrifice, i.e., initiation or like itefads or certain things like this. So a lot of times when you do those things, they will sacrifice an animal and then the blood is drained and then you eat the animal. So just like almost like in halal, when you eat food, you're not supposed to like eat the blood and the entrails. They take the blood and they give it to the Orisha. They take the entrails and they give it to the Orisha, which is like forces of nature. Like they have like the relics of like what that Orisha, like the like bowls, and they put that out they throw it out into the field, and then the ants and everything eat that part, but then you eat the meat. So
it's a natural, yeah, almost like giving back to nature. Because that's what we do when we eat an animal. We don't eat the inside, right? We discard the inside. However, this will never affect us. The Dr. Umar thing. Do you have any thoughts on Dr. Umar? How do you feel about what's going on with him?
I don't like the fact that he's not there for his daughter. I don't like the fact that as far as the school is concerned, I'm like, okay, well, anyone could, if he doesn't know how to do business, that could happen to anybody. You know, if you don't know how to run a business and you're trying to do something. But the thing is that like 10 years, come on, you know, at some point, as many females that were giving him money, he could ask any of them women. I'm sure a lot of them probably knew accounting and how to do stuff and how to do it right. So I'm not really going to give him that excuse either. If he really wanted to run a school, he would have just started off from scratch. Like just start off with with 2 people in the household, teach them 2 kids, then move to 3, then to 4, then to 5. I mean, there's a company called the Uhuru Academy that started it off in their house. You don't need a huge building. Why are you starting from such of a big place? A building is that large of a capacity. You need like a team to put that together. It can't be just you out there trying to paint and do something and put it together. You need a whole entire team and investors and all that. Before you buy a building like that, you need to probably have at least $10 million, you know, at your disposal to even launch. So I think that he just was thinking too far into too high of ambition. Like start off in a regular school and get like a following, and then those following will be able to even account for you what you're doing. Then you can get grants and get government assistance and things like that, and people to actually show you where the real money's at. Because when you're just trying to do it off of donations of people, you're not really tapping into the true essence of what building a educational foundation is. Because when you have an educational institution, there is government grants and all type of things you can like tap into, money that you don't have to like beg for money for it, because you have a nonprofit, you have all these different things in place that can actually allow you to put together an institution like that. I believe that his goals were way beyond his ability to capacity. Yep, that's the word. Yep, capacity.
Absolutely. So there's a few things I want to get to, but I had to ask you about that because that's hot in the streets.
I interviewed his daughter, and I think it's really sad to actually have talked to her.
When did you? When?
If you go on my page, you'll see the interview I did with her. And
how long ago was it?
Like 2 months ago. Yeah.
What did she say? Can you tell us some of the things she said?
Well, at the time, she was kind of into it with her mother. She had left her mom and she didn't want to go back. And, you know, and she talked a little bit about her upbringing, but it was interesting to see because she talked so fast. It was almost like a person that was in a manic like state. At some point in an interview, she was working she was at a restaurant. She's not working there, but she begins to direct people. Oh, okay, you have an order. Hold on 1 second. And it was just weird. It was a very interesting interview. So if you guys get a chance, go watch it on my channel. Yeah. Anissa Abdullah.
Yeah. Yes, I definitely will go back and watch that. I'm gonna get into a few other things. Let's talk about, how do you feel? Do you feel, well, it doesn't matter what has happened so far. Every day is a new day. People who've been, there's a lot of my subscribers have been with me for years. They know that I do this part-time, but they stick with me and they support me anyway. And I appreciate all of them. Whether they're here on the replay. But we're going to continue this. Me and DJ plan on continuing this sister talk. Eventually, we'll open up panels in the whole 9. I will be going over to her channel. She'll be coming over here. We're gonna keep this going. I think it's important for women to have a voice in the sector. And prayerfully we'll expand the sector. So I'm just excited. DJ Genesis, the next thing I want to ask you, do you want to get into, because I got into your business pretty bad. Well, not pretty bad, but I was asking you about whether you were single or not, whether you were looking or not. But there were a lot of questions I didn't get to ask. So you are single right now.
Yeah.
Are you interested in dating?
Yes.
Now, we're going to stop right there. Would you consider, my first question is, would you consider an online man, finding somebody online?
I mean, possibly. I've dated guys online before. If it's a long distance, not necessarily. I'm not really into the long distance thing. I don't like the long distance thing at all. They'd have to be local. I don't want to be just phone gapping and yapping. Unless you got enough money to come see me. Because what, you know what I'm saying? What were we doing? Just talking and build it up and then hook up and whatever. Like what?
Brownie, I know you just got here and cynical, but Brownie's she's also a content creator. She's one of the younger women. And I want us to have a conversation. There's several of them, Rogue C, Venus. I can't think of you all, of course, Cynical. I want for us to start hitting each other's panels and having the talk. Women, we need to have the talk. So welcome in. Oh, hey, Cynical. Brit, she says, DJ Jenna, stay away from these YouTube.
Oh, no, I would not date no YouTube dude. I'm talking about online. I mean, I have met guys on dating apps and stuff like that. I mean, I
told you, I think
I have a dating app, a baby that I actually have. My youngest child is from a date, meeting a guy on a dating app. So.
But one of your children is from the music guy. What's his name again? I keep on forgetting his name.
From Plum Village, yeah.
Plum Village, and I used to like their music. But okay, so basically she's high status. She's not going to date anybody. But I was making fun of you because I believe that Nightish man has a crush on you. He always bringing you up. But
he still bring me up even though I'm not even on there no more.
No, he hasn't brought you up since. But I would watch him the clowns.
I don't have a problem with Nightish. I think he's
no, he seems okay. He's funny. I mean, all these people are funny to me. So let's talk. You don't have to answer this. Like I said, I honestly, let me just say this to you, DJ Genesis. This space is not an easy one. However, if you can survive the spaces that you've been in, I know you can survive this space. If you haven't felt welcome, that's just the way this space is. You just got to get to know these people. How do you feel about the space so far? Do you have any feelings on it, or you just rather not stay?
I will say this. I don't like the cattiness that women have in this space. I don't like cattiness that women have in general. When women are catty, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I think that women need to stick together. We have enough going on in this world, just being a mother or things like that. But the cattiness needs to stop. I don't like the fact that when women get too eager for attention, that they have to put down another woman to get that attention. I don't like that, because you don't have to do that.
Yep.
I can have my opinion. You don't have to come up there and try to down me in order to big up yourself, and I've been through this with several and it's been a thing within my life that, I want to be cool with a lot of women, but for some reason it
No, we gonna talk about it and we gonna work it out. This is the other young lady I mentioned.
I feel like women don't like me because I don't know, because I'm not like your what is this thing on my camera's driving me crazy, but
Well,
it's like a dot right there. It's driving me crazy. But anyways, I shouldn't have pointed it out. Now you're gonna be focused on it. And I want to like reach over, like scratch it off. Like,
I just want to say one thing, DJ Jennison. I'm gonna let you finish. This is the other young lady, Rogue C. So we got a lot. There's another young lady, LA Project. Like I said, Venus. There's other women in the space that are coming up, and we're gonna work on this together, y'all. We're gonna go to each other's channels and support. So we're gonna work on it. Just give it time. There's a lot of us, especially the older women, is bad blood, Genesis. That to me is bad blood. So with you being new, no one has any reason not to like you. You're a very nice lady. You're kind. You're smart. You're talented. No one has any reason not to like you. It is just being petty and catty. And you're gonna be just fine. What were you gonna say? What were you gonna say? Hey, y'all. Hey, Uncle Rick.
I was saying hi to people in the chat, but you know what? Yeah, like it's like I'm from the conscious community. I'm used to like having conversations, even with me on Bracey's channel. Like when I get on Chaotic Truth, I always like if I say something, I will also bring up, because I'm used to being on like Sonnetter where it's like, okay, source up or shut up. So if I make a statement, I could back it up with information. So I'm not just rambling and just saying whatever off the rip, just off the top of my head. It's like, no, like I'm saying something because there is actual data to bake it back. If I bring up a subject and I say this, that, the other, 9 out of 10, I could bring up a slide and everything. Okay, this is where I got that from. I'm not bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like like I said, being a Gemini, I like just be looking at all type of wild stuff. Like it's ridiculous. Like how much, if I like looked at, if you saw all the like things open on my browser right here, you'd be like, God damn, how could you even like, because I'm like, I could be talking to somebody and have about 5 browsers open, watching all that stuff at the same time. Like a complete ADHD lunatic. But the bottom line is that I'm always like have a thirst for knowledge, and I've always been like that. So when I am on a panel, I'm not just trying to like just ramble and talk about a bunch of BS and I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So it's interesting why when I've been on panels and I say a certain thing, you have a certain type of woman that get up there like, no, that's not true. But then it's like it seemed like what'll happen is, I'm not gonna bring up this person's name. Like it'll be like she does that with everybody, and then sometime I know that she's just doing that just because she just wants to fuck with me, and I'm like, why? Why do people want to try to antagonize me? They get off on like seeing me kind of crash out, because I will crash out. I'm not gonna lie. I do. I'm still learning how to control my temper about stuff as old as I am. You know what? Because I didn't used to say nothing. And used to kind of like, and then what the Jaguar right sector taught me is like that saying nothing shit will have people looking at you like you weak. And so I had to like start to learn how to like be like, no, bump that. Who the F you talking? Fuck you think you talking to, whatever. Like she had that song, fuck you think you talking. I had to be like that. Like, no, who you think you talking to? And see, even when Jaguar encountered me, I was in my year in white. I was becoming a priest. I was like going through initiation. So I wasn't really allowed to argue. And so I think that people thought I was weak because I wasn't really getting back with people. But now that I'm not in initiation no more, people are really getting to see my real personality. And I will get back with you and I will be like, what the fuck you think you talking to? And it surprised people like, whoa. Like, well, hell yeah. Like, fuck you think you talking to?
No, and you're absolutely right. You have to stand up for yourself. And that's one thing that these spaces, definitely YouTube, period, social media, you will be strong or you will be destroyed. I mean, it really is that way. Shout out to everybody. Thank you, Uncle Rick, for sharing me. I appreciate it. And like I said, this is something we plan on keeping up. And just today's an interview, but eventually we'll do panels and we'll do it over at DJ Genesis show. And I know Rogue is going live. Brownie goes live sometimes. She does makeup too, DJ. But if you guys are just coming in, I'll do a quick recap. Is that this lady This lady.
She said, sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Like,
that's right. That's right. That's right.
You know, you be trying to be too bougie with it, and then people think that you a pushover. You're gonna be like, what? You know,
Yeah.
and try to get
what? What?
Put your shoulder right here. Put your shoulder.
It's so funny. Last time we did the titty thing, but let me stop. Okay, I'm just
say something. You know, back in the day, they had to like show you be walking in a circle and you be bumping shoulder. You had to be like, hey, what's up there? You know?
Yeah, like what's up? What's up?
Right.
Well, y'all if y'all just coming in, make sure you take some time when you're not doing anything, watch it from the beginning and you get her whole background. This is the lady who was on the Blue Couch with Real Life Street Stars. She's been with Charleston White. She's done there's so much that I could tell you. She's done a lot of work with a lot of popular people. And so you just have to watch it from the beginning because her track record is very long, and take some time to get to know people. So I knew who you were when I saw you on the panel, and I was like, they don't know who this lady is. This lady is like, if she wanted to, she could have so many more. I'm gonna be honest, so many more followers. It might not be the most positive followers if they're coming from Jaguar Rights camp or if they're coming from, some of these other camps. But give her respect, honey. And so, no, don't worry.
No, hold on. Do you know that I lost so many followers because I had at some point with the whole Jaguar Right debacle, I changed my name from at DJ Genesis Detroit to at Alchemizing Energy, and nobody could find me from the sector because I did have that was how I even got up to 60 K. Also because I did the whole thing with Charleston White, right? But what happened is I was like, you know what? I don't want to have nothing to do with that sector. And I started all over again with the Alchemizing Energy. And I did interviews and I built that up. But then I went back to DJ Genesis Detroit. I did one thing where I reviewed a Jubilee video. And then I kind of it was a couple of times where YouTube had, and I think also people found where I was and reported my videos. And then and I'm just now getting back to where, because I was getting a good amount of people watching my video, and then it just fell off because YouTube did the little 7-day thing, and then it's hard to come back from that. And I had to make sure that, because now all those people that were really a part of that whole Jaguar Right sector, they have all been taking each other's pages down and all that stuff. I said, I don't want to have no parts of that because I've been worked too hard to build my page up for people to for me to be in that sector about Jaguar Right and then have everybody mad and whatever going back and forth and then have my page taken down. Because I'm not just talking about, I completely took a 360 degree plus 180 away from Jaguar Right. So I turned around and I faced that way and walked the other way.
Yeah, and now
she want to still bring me back. She is something. Every time I try to leave, something keep pulling me back. She just keep wanting me to. It's like
Jack. I'm not going to talk about her today because, like I said, we are bigger and better than her.
She gonna see this and somebody gonna tell her, and she gonna come.
No, I wanted to mention my name, honey. I need the subscribers. There's a bunch of comments that I want to read. Remember, and I told you. So, shout out to everybody that came through. Now I know you remember this person on the screen. But I told you that he is one of my supporters. He is a mod over here, and I him. We're close, but I also told you that I think you guys just hit it off on the wrong foot. Well, I normally never do this. I
don't have a problem with Ant. Listen, okay. I know that you can have a dialogue with somebody, and y'all get into it, and y'all don't agree with each other that day. I don't hold grudges. I get over it. However, the only time I will say, you know what, I'm not going to return to a situation is if it feels like that particular situation is repetitive, number one, or two, it's like that person is completely they have me around, but they don't like me at the same time.
Well, can I tell you just really
and
quick?
I got that from, no offense, I kind of felt like witch doctor. He had me there, but he didn't really like me. He was just like,
No, he likes you. He does like. Can I just say a couple words? And because this
he said it himself on his thing. He was like, I fuck with someone. I don't really fuck with you. Like, he actually said something along those lines. Then as time went on, I kind of got to see like that he probably don't fuck with me like that. So I'm like, well, why am I keep going over here? And then now people coming up here cussing me out, but it's almost looking like then he cussing me. Everybody cussing me out at once because of they don't like what I'm saying and this, that, the other. And then I said, okay, I'm gonna take a break from that. Because it got up to a thing where somebody came up. I don't know who this person was, but you keep doing. She just like yelled at me like she was my grandma. No. And everybody was like cool with it. I'm like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is this person? And why she get to holler at me like she my mama? I'm 48 years old, you guys. By the way, I'm 48.
And you look amazing.
You don't get to like talk to me crazy, right? So I'm like, okay, all right. When that happened, I said, okay, they don't want me up over there, right? So then the same thing happened over on Gracie. Because if you let a bitch get on, excuse me, I'm sorry, I have to say the word.
It's okay. It's all right. It's okay.
If you let a bitch get on the channel, they start cussing me out, and you laughing, and y'all kick in with the whole thing happened with the PhD thing. It was like after you fat, blah, 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 like bitches don't get fat, like it's a big fuck. Hell, how many people in the world in America is fat? Come on now. It's an epidemic, right? So therefore, what is the point of just focusing on me and you don't know nothing about my medical history, what's the cause, whatever, and I'm talking about a subject, then you continue to double down on me being fat. I don't know what you look like, ma'am. You're just a P on the screen.
I know
off the panel,
what you look like.
Gracie and her sit together. You got him on one side. I hadn't even paid it. I said, listen, you know what? You've been letting me co-stream. Fuck it. Here, you know what? I couldn't get her off the thing. I wanted to get the bitch off the panel. Like, okay, why is she, and say my little piece like that? That's really toxic. But he wanted to keep her up on there and continue that. And then when I get up off of there, this bitch, I don't even know she's ever gave him any money in her life, but I did. And I was beginning to support, but damn, I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this? And then I leave and you're up there like, yeah, she fat, that fat bitch, and whatever. The show ends on that. Yeah, she just need to go eat some McDonald's and stop eating her feelings. Whatever the hell she said. P on the screen. Like, I'm like, bro, okay, that's enough of you too, bro. Anyone that is going to like double down on when niggas is talking shit about me, and then I know that I can be a really good supporter. Like, if I really am down with somebody, I'm going to be down like a clown in the underground without a frown. And I don't know what else that rhymes with that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, I'm gonna be down, So I'm like, hell no.
So let me talk a little bit. Let me talk just for a second, and then I want to read a couple more comments. Yes, please, y'all.
I'm gonna just take my screen off 1 second. There's this damn thing. You see this right here is driving me.
It's okay. Do what you got to do. I want to talk.
Let me find out how to get this shit out. I'm gonna just close my camera right here to get this. Okay. Whatever the fuck this is driving me crazy. So, but go ahead, talk.
Okay, so she said so much. I think she's hilarious, y'all. So, this is a great interview because it's very impromptu and we're just giving you in real time. This is real time things that have happened. So DJ Genesis, like I said, she's not new to YouTube. She has over 60,000 followers. She's very well planted. She has a music. She's actually a producer. She's a DJ. I mean, she has worked. I know some of the people she's worked with. She has worked with some of the top YouTubers, period. Not just of this sector, but on YouTube. And she's humble. But what she's talking about is she was on a show. She was on DJ Witch Doctor's show, whom I know that she likes and I like. And her first encounter with Aunt T, who is obviously a supporter and one of my mods here, and I on his show, didn't go well. But like I told her, and she'll acknowledge this when she comes back, she's learning the space. She is learning the space. She doesn't know people's personality. She comes from a completely different sector, y'all, that is so different from our sector. Our sector, as we know, is very highly male dominated, and some of the men, and this is what we discussed, that you have to separate the content creator from the people on the panel. And I know what you say, DJ Genesis. You think he doesn't like you. No, he doesn't. It's not that he doesn't like you. He was trying to protect you. Remember, I told you that he was trying to protect you from some of those dudes on the panel. See, Mahoghany Roots, honey. Mahoghany Roots been around here a long time, and I know dust, honey. I know dust when it comes upon me, honey, because I get the itching and having a reaction and shit. So I knew what was about to happen. And what I'm talking about is I'm not talking about, the interaction she had with Nightish or Auntie or anything like that. I'm talking about just the conversations. It's hard. Let me just say this. It's hard for a Black man to understand. As a Black woman, it's hard to listen to some of these conversations. But when you're new and you're coming into these conversations, it can be a little unnerving and unraveling. And then, like she was talking about, some of the women in the space cannot be the most welcoming. I mean, our personalities are so different and we don't know each other. I'm going to let you talk in 1 second, DJ. I just am trying to clear some things up, but our personalities are different. We don't know each other. Like I told you, I find Auntie to be personally one of the, in my opinion, he's one of the nicest.
My fat arm. Y'all see my
no, arm? Fat, but one of the nicest ones here, and more down the middle than a lot of the men here. He's very down the middle. He supports a lot of content creators, and I think you guys just kind of just that one live. Do you know I came in, Auntie, the first time I met him? I came in almost every man. The first time I met them, I almost every man in the space I came at. Uncle Rick, I think I came at him. I didn't mean it. And so we just have to remember and give each other time to know each other. As far as the lady, what's her name? The lady that called you fat. What's her name again? PH Diva. So I told you, Sharon, it's Sharon's platform, but PH Diva is, I guess, like a co-host, and I guess Bomb Cherry is like a co-host. I don't know for a fact, but they're up there a lot, and they've been with his channel since the beginning. So I'm not sure if there was maybe she felt threatened that you were over there. I don't know. I'm not making, but she is not a size 2, and she has no business calling you fat. I'm just going to say that off the rip. Now, they can talk about this tomorrow all they want. I don't care. But I know what she looked like. She has been doxxed. It was, not doxxed, but she had a camera slip, honey. That camera slip is undefeated, and she is not a size 2. And if I need to come up here and prove it, honey, I actually could push the button right now and prove it. But that's not what this is about. But no.
Well, it is kind of about that, because everybody, even including Jaguar Wright, wants to talk about my weight. I've never... Hey, listen, I just showed my bingo wing just now, just trying to fix the camera. I have a whole bingo wings. If anybody want to like take a picture of that and like zoom in and make a song about it, here we go. Bingo wing, bingo wings. So what?
No, but yeah, just don't listen.
Bingo wing. I'm trying to still fix this camera.
You good, DJ. But yeah, like I told you, DJ Genesis has agreed to come back
double chin. I can't win.
This is what I told her, y'all. This is what I told her. I said, DJ Genesis, come back to the space. Give it a
chance. Zoomed in on the bingo wing, the double chin, honey. Y'all have all this ammunition.
So this is what she's gonna do. She's gonna come to the spaces that she feel comfortable, and when she's ready, she's gonna come back. But we're not gonna run her away. We're not running DJ Genesis away. No, we need her. We need her happiness, her perkiness, and her information that she can give to us, that she could share. This woman is, you guys, she has done the channels of very large YouTubers. Very, very large YouTubers. I don't want to say all their names. So she's an asset to us. So that's all. Put some respect on her name, honey. That's what I'm saying. Did y'all drop DJ Genesis link for me? Let me read some of the comments. Mahoghany had that smoke for me, but
listen, I do have a mix on SoundCloud. I do have a mix, and it actually is an older mix from back in the day and it's a live mix at a club. And I actually had made a actual like let me try to see if I can share it with you guys. Let's see.
Okay. And so we kind of got off a little bit, but it was fun. And this is real stuff that we're talking about. You know, we are real people and we have reactions to things. But no, that shouldn't have happened. Nobody should have been calling you fat. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about, why do you think women shame other women? What is going on? Why? And you guys can chime in. Why are women out here shaming other women? We don't even know each other, really. So
I think it's for attention. I think that people want attention. They think that by, you know, because but when people do it, the guys are like, ooh, 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 ooh.
Well, I want to say this too, and this is my last thing. I think when you guys, this is the last thing. The reason that y'all jumped off at the wrong foot is because of his past experience with some of the women here, and then you not knowing about pretty much where you are and the people on the panel. But there has been a thing here, and I'm a testament to it, where there were women around here playing the victim, honey. You're not one of those people. I just think you're a super sweet lady. But there were women around here playing the victim, honey, and they was out causing a lot of chaos. So yeah, I think that's all that was.
Listen, I know that I am a troll. I listen. I used to be. Do you know I used to be a stand-up comedian? Listen, I did everything.
You told me
I used to be a stand-up comedian. So my mind, I have almost like a gesture, like when people are talking, my mind be like coming up with all kind of wild, funny ass shit. Like, so I'll be like, so what about this? Like, and then people be like, oh, come on, Genesis. But it's like, that's my mind. My mind be like, well, what about the and I'll say something, they'll be like, what? But that's how my mind works. It don't work normal like everybody else to say like the most basic thing of the conversation. It's gonna be some weird shit. I'm gonna say something crazy. I know I'm gonna say something crazy. If you are around me long enough, you will appreciate the craziness that I say. You know what I'm saying?
I've talked to you long enough to appreciate, and I'm quirky like that too. Like I say a lot of things, but I'm honestly soft like marshmallows. And so yeah, girl. So
I'm not trying to fight nobody, but I will at the same time.
Trying to fight.
I know what I'm saying. I'm not trying to fight nobody, but
I know, girl. I know.
At the same time.
Let me say this too. Y'all, somebody please drop her link. I don't want to,
I try to drop it. It blocked me from dropping it. But that's my SoundCloud. Anyone want to hear my
No, type this what I'll do, because you're so over here, content creators get
private chat.
No, type and then I'll give you a wrench and then you can drop it. Yeah, come on, y'all. One of y'all can drop her link for me. They probably don't know the channel. It's DJ Genesis Detroit. Let me pull it up. I'll pull it up for you. So while I'm looking for her channel, y'all, so we talked about how she's been treated here, but she's strong.
This woman always derails the conversation. But I'm here for MJ.
Well, you coming back to us, right?
It's okay. But listen, you have to that's my personality. Everybody got a different personality. Like everybody is not like maybe I'm ADHD. You never know what my issue, why I'm being the way I'm being. So what? So what? You know, if you have a whole classroom full of students and then you be asking a question about, well, what's 1 + 1 = 2? And somebody be like, put their hand up like, I got a turtle. That's me.
She is silly, but I'm silly too. And we're both Geminis. That's why I think we clicked so well. Like I saw her, I told her our souls touched. And I know that sounds weird, but that's what I meant. We have so much in common. But yeah, she's DJ Genesis. So you are going to give the space a chance. You're going to come back and visit DJ Witch Doctor. You're going to come back and visit Sharon. Maybe when you feel more comfortable.
Yeah, I'll probably go to Witch Doctor again. I don't know about Sharon because as long as he got that person over there, I don't know if I could do it with how the female. And if I'm over talking, somebody says you always talking over people. It's because I got like a little ADHD and I feel like I'm about to lose a thought and I gotta just blurt it out. It's some kind of weird ass. Some people they can't hold the thought and they're like, oh shit, I'm about to lose it. Blurt it out.
No, I understand. I do that.
There's too many people talking. I'm gonna lose it. Blah.
I understand. I do the same thing. No, I got you. So yes, but welcome to the space officially by me.
On a panel and then everybody talking and you got something that come into your mind and you gotta wait and it's like 15 people trying to talk and you try to get like, oh shit, I just thought blurt. I just had to say that. Right?
Oh gosh. Okay. So
but maybe they should encourage everybody to have notebooks so they can write down their thought. And then, I don't know. Maybe I should just write it down, but it's still. But by the time I say it, everybody's on a whole nother subject. People forget. The panel will be like, "Man, rainbows, alligators," and you be like, "Man, fucking rain." But what about rainbows? They'd be like, alligators, rainbows, alligators, tornadoes. If you don't say shit, they'll be on tornadoes and you're still on rainbows. And then now, like, whatever you're saying makes no fucking sense in the conversation. So sometimes when they're talking about rainbows, you gotta hurry up and blurt your rainbow thing out before they go into alligators and tornadoes.
Well, also too, DJ, and it's hard because I've done a lot of interviews with a lot of different people. Sometimes, and my sister taught me this. She said, you know what? Sometimes you have to, if you're the interviewer, you have to direct kind of what the conversation is going. So that's, as the content creator or the host of the show, we have to do that too. I'm not always the best at that, but that's something that's where practice and stuff. Because I usually do my shows on my own, DJ. So I'm not really used. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody knows I don't really host panels very much because I get a little flustered myself. So I understand it now. And Juju also is one of the young women. So we have lots of young women here that aren't a lot of us older women, we have beef in history. And so these younger women, they don't have none of that. Thank God. I want to ask you a few more questions, DJ, before we get up out of here, and maybe possibly you could talk to some of the people if you want to. So one of my questions is, sweetheart, we've talked about Jaguar, we've talked about Nature Boy, we talk about your music history in the industry. You're actually in the industry. Your husband, your kid's father was in the industry.
My baby dad. That's just my baby dad.
Slum Village, honey. Anybody hip hop heads from the 90s, Slum Village. Yes, honey. So I was very impressed with your record. So fast forward to, we talked about Dr. Umar. She actually did an interview, you guys, with Dr. Umar's daughter a couple months ago. So this lady is well established. We're talking about women and their pettiness. My last question, then, if it's okay with you, Genesis, I'm gonna drop the link and maybe let you talk to a couple people. Let's talk about you and let me think. I want to. What do you think that women can? How do you think women can help in this space, even though it's not, what role can we play? Do we play a role here in the almost male-dominated space? Do we have a role here? What do you think? Is that a good question?
Which male-dominated space? The red pill space?
I feel like this is a very manosphere-ish area, Anton Daniels type of. I believe we're important. I believe our voice is important. I believe it's important for us to give the other perspective. What would you say about that?
You know what? Real people are not in either one. They're not in the manosphere. Real people like living real life. Because I live real life too. I talk to real men. I actually date real men. And half of these men is not listening and watching. Real men are not watching the
online. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're not really online.
They're like living their life and going to work. It's only a certain group. This is like I think that we think that we're in this thing and we think it means everybody thinks this way. Everybody is not watching this stuff and regurgitating and thinking this way. Most of the men I know don't think this way about women. So I have a different understanding. Even the women that I've actually really talked to in real life, they don't think the way that the women think. Most of my girlfriends that I know in real life support me, honey. When that girl got on there and fat shamed me. My friend Sabrina said, "Listen, girl, I just need." She said, "Listen, I don't like the fact that I didn't like that. Hey, let's work on ourselves. Let's go to the gym. Let's do this, whatever. And I don't want no one to ever talk to you like that."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that was more important to me than what anybody online could say, because she knows me, she knows my children, she knows me as a mother, she's been around me. I don't really hold a lot of what these people online have to say, because you don't really know me.
Right.
If you really knew me, you wouldn't say the stuff that you say about me, because you'd be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would someone say that about you would get mad. Most people I know, if they heard the stuff that people said online, they would be mad about that, because I am the type of friend that helps all of my friends. I'm the helper friend. I'm the one that, when you are in a car accident, whatever, I'm the one that shows up there. When you need something, I'm the one you call. So when people hear people talk about me like this, it don't matter my weight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who cares if I'm fat? Bro, I'm a good person. I'm a good friend. I'm a good individual. I'm a person that contributes to society. So people that really know me didn't give a fuck about my weight. Who gives a fuck about that, bro? Even in that conversation where that young lady was talking about my weight, what I was trying to contribute to that conversation was something detrimental that people should know. But I don't know why it just, "Oh, you're fat." She just couldn't hold it back. She said, "Work that out." Like, why the fuck was that important? I'm talking about, like, how we're withdrawing, the hospitals are withdrawing blood from people at an alarming rate, and that you need to be careful, because he talked about he was O negative blood, and then Cherry Bomb says, "Well, you need to, like, get some of your blood and put it to the side and hold it." And I said, "Well, hold on. On top of that, you need to also be careful about how much blood they draw. Be very wary when you get sick. You go to the hospital or whatever, that they will overdraw your blood. Somehow it will, but you're healthy, you're fat."
Okay, so I want to stop you right. I want to, DJ, I want to stop you right there. So it's up to you. I keep the receipts, honey. So I already saw the clip. I think you shared it on your own channel, didn't you? Yeah. I saw the clip. She's talking about something that happened over Sharon Bracey's channel, and between her and PH Diva. I'm cool with everything that you said, because that's your experience with it. If you want me to share, because some of these people might not have a clue what you're talking about.
Please share. Because to me, the way that whole thing went down, I'm like, bro, what does that have to do? Like, you just ruined a moment of really, that could have been a really good dialogue about a really serious thing, and something like, bro, yeah, we should watch out for that. We need to be careful about that. As a matter of fact, that happened to my so-and-so. But people were so busy trying to down me, and you don't know what you're talking about. No, that's bullshit. No, they only take one vial. She don't know what she's talking. They wanted to discredit me so much. And I have receipts. I can call someone on the phone right now that will tell you, this 81 years old, that will tell you that right now, as when he goes to the hospital, he has a heart condition, that they draw he said that when he went to the hospital, they drew 12 vials of blood. He's 81 years old. Come on now, bro. And all I said was just watch out. And it turned into, well, you're fat and you're unhealthy, so that's why it happens. Like, well, at any point, you can get a car accident, anything could happen, and this could be a situation that could happen to you. So I think that people need to be careful about that, and I did kind of call her a bitch, because I got pissed off, because I'm like, what? Like, I just got knocked all the way off my square when I'm thinking I'm trying to bring something valuable to a situation, and it just turns into a remedial conversation. I just got off my square, and I went to elementary school with her, and I apologize for anyone that saw that, because that's not my character. I really don't like to get in the mud with people and get the cussing each other out. I don't like that. I really don't. If anything, I'll be sarcastic or funny about it, or try to make a joke about it.
DJ, I'm trying. I almost got it. Just give me a second. I'm not ignoring you. I'm trying to listen for the part. I'm trying to find a time step so you can keep on talking. Go ahead. So you guys, we're going to share what happened over there. And this is not even being messy. This is just that she was told she was fat and all this and that. And I'm just saying that none of that was necessary. And it was fat shaming. And it's like, the person that did it is not a size 2. I'm sorry, you're not a size 2. And this is, we shouldn't treat people that are new to the space like this. We should not treat them like this. So I didn't like it, but it's also not my fight to fight. But she's, like I said, she's going to continue to go where she wants to go and to enjoy these conversations. She has every right.
I'm gonna deal with you and the people that got some sense. I don't like that. I'm not gonna go somewhere where people will allow that. At some point, if he would have just at least said, "Hey, y'all stop it. Come on, cut it out, guys." But the fact that he allowed that to go on for so long, and he's probably like getting, because you can see the numbers, like it's probably going up the more we argue. So he's just like,
I will say this. I don't think at that moment that's what that was, because it did.
No.
DJ Genesis, do me a favor. I want you to mute up for a little while. I want to give them, let's let them have their own opinion. I want us just to listen to it. So I'm gonna share it, okay? So we're gonna mute up and let me find it. Okay, here we go. This is on overt fair use, educational purposes only. We're sharing an altercation, not an altercation, basically an introduction between DJ and PH Diva. And it went straight to the name calling, and you're a fat B. And why, ladies? Why does this have to happen? So hold on, let me find it.
And another thing, like sometimes I smoke cigars, so I don't like to do that on camera. So a lot of time I will cam down, because I think so a part of my tradition is that when we're talking, we try to be in the spirit, and part of that spirit is smoking tobacco. So I don't want to be on camera encouraging that. So that's why a lot of time I do cam down. So
okay, I got you, boo. I'm about to share it right now. Let me come back to y'all. Okay, share, y'all. So we're just listening right now, and I'm gonna skip around the video. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I'm gonna play literally just about 60 seconds of it. Here we go. Hold on, I'm gonna find the spot.
Could happen in the hospital, and your crazy ass gonna say something. Well, you know what? Go back to the beginning when she started it.
You gotta be.
I think it was when Bomb Cherry was talking to him about his blood test. There's a whole study about it.
To everybody, they can give it to old people.
There we go. That's about right.
A great idea for a nap.
Yeah, hold on. I don't want them to hear the whole thing, because we're about to end this live, and I want people to be.
No, just how it started, because.
Do you know? Because I just want them to hear the part where she just comes out of the blue and calls you fat. That's all I want.
Yeah, that was it. So it starts off with the blood type, and because we were talking about DNA, and then they got into that. So
okay, let me see. Let me find it. Hold on.
I think you're there. I think and then you have part D Neanderthal.
Chinese people have the highest Neanderthal DNA.
Go a little bit further forward. If you have any, so if you take your 21andMe and go a little further.
So that's why you're so short.
Our blood type also, you have y'all heard that there's certain blood types that survived
but not all the way around.
Test. So y'all need to speak up. If you see them getting 12 vials of blood to test you for anything, y'all need to speak up. Don't just let them keep drawing.
Y'all so scared about taking DNA because you better go to them hospitals, because they got a whole bunch of your DNA.
No, I'm trying to tell you is that you go to the hospital, I got a cold, and then they just all right, they got 15 vials of blood. We just gotta keep drawing, and then you be just, you know how many people die from blood? You know how many people actually die from them drawing so much blood? They
don't draw that much blood like that for no cold unless you
no, I'm not. I'm being sarcastic. I'm just telling
you. I know you are, but
too much blood. Every 5 minutes. You know how many elderly people die from them just keep drawing blood from them?
Nobody dies from them just drawing blood.
There's a whole study about it.
Okay, and so they say that
I can bring it up. The people die. Hold on, and then listen, make it bigger so you don't see all the being drawn. They keep drawing blood. Even
girl, y'all know this shit. You know our blood replaces itself, girl. What are you talking about?
Listen, if they draw it over, when I was
and it can kill you. But you
don't know everything. You don't know all the answers. Don't worry. It's about to start. It's about to go. Watch. Well, no, I have low iron. No, I have low iron. I gotta take iron supplements, and them drew so much goddamn blood. Y'all stupid. Y'all don't understand. I don't know why you arguing with me, Bomb Cherry. You can get sick any of these days. Go to one of these hospitals and they gonna draw all type of blood out your goddamn body. You think you was donating to a goddamn plasma clinic.
They only took
much
one
blood to
tube
be drawn
of
for no goddamn. They don't need to draw that much blood to like test your blood.
They just took one tube of blood, y'all.
Okay, no, hold on. You are delusional, ma'am.
Oh, I don't know what they took.
The number one killer, honestly, is dehydration. Drink your water.
It's
not right, Sharon.
That's a fact. Mm-hmm. Hey, I know you look like you about to put us in the bag, and you never want us. So I'm gonna say good night to everybody in the chat ahead of time. I know the signs, baby. I know the signs. Good night to everybody. Brownsville can't be bad. Just do your thing, man.
I'm trying to create awareness and you being stupid.
But did you die?
Well, I almost did. I was in ICU.
That's because you got high.
I had to get a blood transfusion because they was drawing so much blood, y'all. I need a blood transfusion.
Man,
y'all don't even know. Come on now. Okay, then. All right. I'm trying to create awareness. Whatever. All right. Just let them kill your ass. Fuck.
Goddamn.
We not unhealthy.
Oh, honey, I was having a baby.
You said you got high blood pressure. Baby
no,
or not. Like that's
no, I was having listen, I'm not trying not to go off. Now, by the way, I lost my baby, by the way, so I was really upset about this.
Yeah, that's high blood pressure.
Okay, so that happens when people have kids sometimes, ma'am.
Yeah, but you're generally just not healthy. That's why it happens.
Okay, well, who gives a bitch? Who knows? I don't even know who you are. You're just a fucking pea on the fucking screen. What the fuck do you look like? You don't know how unhealthy you are, bitch. All I'm saying is this ain't about what you got to say, man. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help people out.
I'm a size 2 hoe.
Okay, well, all right. So you know every goddamn thing. I'm trying to talk about what could happen in the hospital, and your crazy ass want to say something. You ain't saying shit the whole time, and now you want to argue with me. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm talking about what could happen in these hospitals. It happens to the elderly. It happens to black women. It's not about just being unhealthy. You can like in a car accident end up in the hospital crazy, bitch.
Bitch, you probably was in the
car accident 20 years ago. Why the fuck you still fat?
Were you in a car accident yesterday, bitch? Why the fuck are you still fat?
What the fuck is it got to do with anything?
Right.
That's not what I'm talking about.
You still fat.
That's all you can do is attack that. Trying to give some facts about something and help somebody else. Because you're a ghetto dumb bitch and you're gonna feel like you're a PhD. But
now your fat ass
picture, bitch. What do you look like, bitch? Are you skinny? Are you thin? Are you 100 pounds, bitch?
Go get your.
How tall are you? How tall are you, honey? High blood pressure runs in my family. It is hereditary.
And your fat.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You being fat ain't helping.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Lose your fat ass some weight. How about that?
Okay, well, how do you look, bitch?
Size 2 hoe.
Up.
Size 2 hoe.
I don't have no problem.
I look.
Right? That's what you can say. You're a size 2. That's what you can say.
Everybody.
Crazy.
All right. So I wasn't going to do this, but since she wants to say that she's a side 2, I'm going to drop you down because I don't even want you to be in the middle of this messiness. But I'm going to go ahead and drop you down. I'm going to show you that she's not a size 2. I'll let you right back up. And this is why you don't do this. This is why people need to realize, like I said, the internet is undefeated and that you just don't attack people because you can or because you think you got more pull, more power. This right here, what I'm about to show you is why you don't do this. Does that look like a size 2 to y'all? Does that look like a size 2 to y'all? And like I said, I don't care. Anybody, they can do whatever they want to do. They could talk about this tomorrow. I'm going to be at work making a bag, honey. But if they want to talk about it tomorrow, they can talk about it tomorrow. And I'll still be over to Sharon when I want to be over to Sharon. And they can talk about it tomorrow. But the reason I did that, and I don't have a problem doing it with it, and this is not a doxing, this is the camera slip that happened so everybody could see it. Let me show y'all again. This woman just said that DJ Genesis was fat and she's a size 2. That's why you don't do that. That's why you don't do that. Because somebody, sure enough, knows the truth. And this is not a slight on her as far as her looks, because that's one thing I don't do. I don't talk about women's looks. But why are you gonna, this woman, okay, if she's going off topic, all right, and I get it, it's turned into a little bit of a blood DNA, blah, blah, blah. We all have there's times I get passionate about something and I start talking about something. But I'm not gonna go straight for you ladies in the chat room's looks. I'm not gonna do that. And that's something that some of the women in this space, we do that. We go straight for the other woman's looks, just like these men do. We're not any better. Sometimes we're worse. That's why I have told y'all to stay off the back chats and stuff with a lot of these women. I'm just going to be honest. Keep it professional. Hit each other's panels. But yeah, DJ, I'm gonna let you back up. But none of these, I'm going to be honest, nobody has any business talking about you and your weight. They don't have no business. And I'm sorry, she's not a size 2, so she shouldn't be doing it. All right, here we go. Oh, let me let you back up, Sweet Pea. And I'm going to change that avatar. That aggravates me because it's unnecessary. And it was like she could have said so many different things. Oh, you're unhealthy. Well, first of all, I'm thin. Everybody knows that I'm thin, but I've struggled. There's diabetes in my family. It's hereditary. I'm struggling with some other nervous system issues, right? So you can't just assume because somebody's overweight that they're unhealthy. Your ass might be unhealthy. Like, let's stop the nonsense. I'm gonna let DJ back up, and then I'm gonna let you guys ask her some questions, and we're gonna end the live. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you hit the like button for your girl.
Hey, you know what? I see Cynical and I see TaylorMade. What's up? They're from the that old life I used to have on that sector. But I'm gonna say this. Wow.
And and let me tell y'all, she didn't ask me to do that, but like I just didn't like that listening to it because I listened for a little while, but I didn't remember. I told you I didn't get a chance to listen. Me and her has been communicating, but I haven't had a chance. I'm gonna go back through. I'm gonna make sure that I watch your videos. I'm gonna like your videos. I'm sorry, sister, I have not had a chance to go through all the videos, but that was my first time actually hearing wow, just out the way and just.
And I didn't say I was not the one that changed the subject, by the way. The guy with the DNA was the one that was changing the subject because the subject was about I forget what the hell the subject was about, but whatever it was not nothing to do with DNA. And the guy got mad because she had said something about DNA, and then they got to talking about blood types, and then got the O blood, and he said he was O negative. The girl Cherry Bomb said, you need to store your blood, so because you have a certain O negative and you can't get blood transfusion. And I said, you know what? Speaking of that, so it was actually very much on topic. However, this woman must have been seething, like just waiting for an opportunity. Like, that's.
No, I like I said, I haven't seen the whole thing, so I'm not going to assume anything. But I did think that was unnecessary for her to call you fat, and I just think it was a low blow. And it's easy when you have an avatar up. I could put a picture up here, right? And it's easy to talk that mess when people have not seen you, honey. So I just think I hate when people do that. They've tried to do it to me, and I just don't like that. So are you okay? Because I'm about to probably end it. Thank you all for coming through. Thank you all for participating. And T, I wonder if you're still here because
Auntie, listen, I don't have a problem with you, Auntie.
I know you don't.
I don't have a problem with men. I'm not one of them male hating women.
I know
that she called me a mammy because I be coming to the rescue of the men sometimes. Oh, she's a mammy.
They call everybody that's reasonable is a mammy. Everybody that's reasonable. So like I told you, just watch the spaces, give it time, get to know everybody, get to know the content creators, but not just the content creators, get to know the people that are on the panels with the content creators. And I will say this, just because the content creator has somebody on their panel doesn't mean they necessarily agree with it. And that's what I was trying to tell you, but they might not say anything, because it puts them in the middle. So that's all I'm trying to say. Auntie, if you're down there, I will drop the link for you so you guys can talk really quick. He might not be here anymore, sis. Are you okay with anybody saying asking you questions? Is it okay if I drop
you can ask questions? I just have a little bit of time before I have to go pick up my daughter. So you can
right.
Right. Well, come on up. Come on up.
Yeah, come on up. Make it 1 minute, like 1 minute.
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, guys? You know, and my thing is that, you know, I'm not over here making I could probably work out a little more.
Girl.
You know, but you know, hey, let me just say this is that, you know, I went through a whole life like when you lose a child, it's very transformative. And then when you go from losing a child to Jaguar Wright situation,
yeah.
And then the whole thing. So I went through a depression. I went through a whole situation. I had the people that were living in my house steal all the equipment out of my house that I purchased, $10,000 worth. They then did a show on me called Surviving DJ Genesis. Trashed me all the way through. I mean, I went through and then everybody that I was helping at the time trashed me online. Like everybody that needed a place, like I gave them somewhere to go. Like they didn't have nowhere to go. They were staying with me, Legina, my friends. They sat there in my house talking shit about me while they were living with me. Then got online and talked shit about me, or somehow through this one person. So I went through a depression, and I was not eating my feelings. I wasn't eating at all, actually. I was drinking more than anything. So drinking alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another thing. And I'm gonna just talk about that. Is that people think that, you know, so I went through a very, very severe bout of depression, you know, but people don't want to, people just want to just blurt out stuff and they don't even really know where you're coming from. They don't know what you've been through. So it's very, people should be very careful about the things that they say to a person because you don't know what could drive a person off the edge. Now, thank God I'm strong enough and I've been through enough in my life to where that didn't affect me. But what if I was a weak person still within my throes and bouts of depression? And what that woman would have said would have really hurt me and I would have did something to myself. This is the reason why people need to be very careful about the things they say to people. It doesn't matter if I speak and I talk my truth online. You don't have to respond in that way. And I think everybody's adults here. Are we not all adults? Why can't we support each other in our situation to say, you know what, you good girl, you got this. What are you're going through this. You know what? I heard what you went through. You know, I've been through this too. That's the reason why I even was so candid about my situations, because I know that other people have been through maybe something similar or something. So I don't think that I've been through all this stuff just for me to keep it to myself. I think it's because it's a testimony.
Mm-hmm. So DJ, I dropped your link. Y'all make sure y'all sub to DJ. A lot of my people, I think, are already subbed to you, but come on over here, check her out.
It's gotta be at DJ Genesis Detroit, like at.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm about to. I think I just gave you a ranch. Give me 1 sec. I think I just. Can you type DJ Genesis? I'm pretty sure I just gave you a ranch. Gave them.
Hold on.
Yeah, and y'all, she's gonna drop her link. But if y'all have a ranch, y'all can go to her channel. Hold on. Gabe.
And I also put up the my StreamYard. If you want to hear one of my mixes from back in the day, I was trying to put that one up too. Yes. And not my StreamYard, my sorry, that's I don't know if you can like select that or not, but that's the SoundCloud. But I'll if you can't get that, I'll put it in the comments or give it to, and maybe you can put it in there or whatever. But yeah, just check out my. If you type in on Google DJ Genesis Detroit, you'll find my stuff. Monica Lockett, DJ Genesis. Here's my name, because Jaguar didn't put my damn name out there, so that's my name. Just type in Monica Lockett, aka DJ Genesis, and you'll see my discography. You'll see all the music I put out. You'll see pretty much everything about me. I mean, I don't have really much to hide,
So to answer Sir Anthony's, one of my longtime day ones moderators, he's asked where you're from. Try to watch the interview from the beginning, but basically she was on the Blue Couch, real life street star. She has a long history with her in the music industry, not only just a DJ, but a music producer. She is the shit. Okay. So just watch it from the beginning. Did you want to say anything to him, DJ Genesis?
Yeah, like, techno house. I have records out on various labels, West End Records, Submerge Recording. Shouts out to Mike Banks, Ade, and all those guys at Submerge. West End Records. That was actually the label that put out the song, I think, Juicy Fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Juice. You know, like
Yeah.
I have records out, but I was more, like I said, in the house and techno scene. I've been on at the DEMF. I was an artistic director one year for the Detroit Electronic Music Fest. I mean, I've traveled to South Africa for the Red Bull Music Academy. I've done a lot in my life for music, software engineering. You know, I've worked for various corporations, this, that, the other. I'm an Air Force, military. Like, I worked at the Pentagon. Like, anything you can think of that could possibly happen, I've done it. You know, and the whole Black Pan Africanism movement, I was a part of that. You know, working with Sarah Suit and Seti. It's almost like my life has been in so many different crazy places. Like, I think I have lived, like, if I were to lay it down right here, I would say, damn, I've lived a very, very diverse and full life of experiences, you know, and there's more to come. It ain't over with.
No, exactly. I've enjoyed this, you guys. I dropped the link so y'all could actually come up here and talk to her, but she does have to go get her daughter. When are you going live again? I mean, but if y'all do, I was hoping that Auntie would come back up here. But yeah, there's no hard feelings. I'll speak for him because we spoke about it on his channels. There's no hard feelings. He said that, you said that, so it's all good. Everything.
I really never had I was never like focused and hyper focused on him, you know.
No, but I think it's important.
I can't remember what he said, to be quite honest. Like, it wasn't.
Well, this is the thing. I think it's important, DJ, as content creators, when we do fall out with each other, that we make it a point to explain to the people, because people, even though we could be cool, other people there's some people that will keep it going. Oh, this happened, oh, that happened, and you guys have made up, you're all good. So I'm just trying to make that clear, that you guys don't have a problem with each other.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. Auntie, if you ever thought I had a problem with you or whatever, listen, a lot of things is bygones. This is a panel. People are gonna like go at each other. However, there is a point where it reaches when you're going into like attacking a person personally. That is where I draw the line, because you don't know nothing about my life to like be sitting up there just constantly just doubling down on my weight. And women can be very vicious with that. Now, you know, everybody talking about my military, so I know how I went to the military. They can say whatever they want. I know what I got discharged for. It doesn't matter what they say, you know? And because I was crying that one day, and Auntie was like, well, you're trying to rage bait everybody by crying. And I'm like, okay, that maybe it was a trigger for him. I don't take that in like, oh my God, like, how dare you? It's like, well, maybe that triggered him in some kind of way. And so
well, like I told you, DJ, in this space, there have been situations in the past of, I hate to say it, that it has been done by some of the women in the space. Not all the women, everyone that you see here is on the up and up. All the ones I named up there on the up and up. I'm not talking about anybody here, but it has been done where it's like, you know, and then you find out they're not
cry for like to get some attention. No, I don't. If I'm crying, because I'm a complete asshole though. Like, if I'm crying, I mean, something done seeped up out of my damn body to make me cry. Because I swear to God, I'm not trying to cry in front of nobody.
I'm an emotional.
I was in the military. Like, you ain't supposed to. It's military bearing. So if you see some tears coming, that means it just. Trust me, it's not something that you just
see all the time.
Yeah, be able to, because I know how I learned how to shove all that, shove it down. No, I'm not mad. I'm happy. I'm happy.
No, but I know. Listen, I know that. Like I said,
but be on the inside, like you know what I'm saying. So trust me, if I am crying, it is because whatever I tried to shove it down so hard, it just boiled over and blew. It just explodes out my face. It's not because I'm over here like, let me squeeze some tears out my eye, like get some. No, that's not what's going on.
But I also want to say this too.
That's too much work.
DJ Janice, I want to say this. We're not shaming tears, because God knows I'd be a hypocrite if I said I didn't come up here and exude tears a time or two in all these years. I have. I don't think that makes a person weak. Like I said, I think between you two, it was just a huge misunderstanding. You guys don't know each other. And then there were other people on the panel that are not as you know, so you don't know who's coming at you. You don't know if he's like the other men. You don't know, and so you get defensive. And so I've been there. Like I said, I attacked Aunt T. I attacked several people, and I don't not attack. I no, because they'll clip that. I have came at people, and then I sat back and watched them, and I said, you know what, this person is okay, you know. So it happens. I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. So right, this will be your outro, and then if you don't mind, we could talk before you leave really fast. What do you want the people to take from this interview? What is the most what is it that you want the people to know that come across this interview? You got the floor.
The main thing I want people to know is that I'm a sarcastic person. Don't take it. People need to like not get so bent out of shape about, because half the time it's like I won't even like, it's not really, I don't be sitting there raving about it in my sleep. You know what I'm saying? It's because I've been through enough, you know. I want people to like learn from my story about strength, because I've been through so much in my life. You know, when I bring up the stories I've been through, even when I talked on like Witch Doctors panel, the reason why I bring up my stories, and it sounds crazy, because look, about anything that you think that you possibly could have been through, there's other people that have been through probably more. And I'm not trying to say I've been through more, but just you're not alone in your situation. You ain't the only person that been through it, so don't like beat yourself up over it. Okay, I'm not the only fat person in the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the only person who cried on a panel. I'm not the only person who done this and done that. So we need to learn how to support each other and not beat each other up. This is the problem with our community, is that we are so hard on each other. But if there was a white person up there, we'd be up there kissing that person's behind.
All right. Well, girl. I did a
Neanderthal was up there. I'm just joking. I just went into like.
Well, there's a situation right now as we speak with a brother named JP. Honey, he had a whole racist on his live stream. He said he was gonna beat my ass and bust my head to the white meat, and he let that trash. That trailer park trash, that racist man talked to him like a dog. So there's
I'm not lying, right?
No, you're not lying. Ain't nothing.
You know what I'm saying? If it was anybody else, but we be so hard on each other. You need to lose. It's because you unhealthy, and it's because of this and because of that. And let me. Oh, there's something wrong with you, and you need to do that. And I'm like, bro, but you ain't. I'd say all this fervor you have against each other. Y'all need to like turn that into the oppressor, bro. Now let me get on my black power, black power. Don't even let me get over that, because I will get some black power talking points that you probably, this audience is conservative, will be like, what the hell? So yeah.
Well, okay, so I think this is a perfect place to end it, you guys. Like I said, watch it from the beginning and you'll get to know all about DJ Genesis. I plan on working more with her. Thanks for all the ladies and gentlemen that came through. I appreciate each and DJ Genesis. You'll get to know these people. These are some of the best supporters in the world that I have here. Everybody that came through, they're all content creators, every last one of them. Sir Anthony is not yet, and neither is Leo. They're more just mods, but you'll get to know them. So I'm going to actually end the live, you guys. Thank you all for coming through. Peace. Make sure you hit the like for us.
And hold on, listen. I'm starting a new channel for my little girl. My little baby pageant princess, I said. So I'm going to be setting that up. So, just continue to tune in to DJ Genesis Detroit if you get a chance, because I'm going to be launching her channel soon. And it's going to be so cute.
I can't wait to see that. I've been trying to get my son to do. He's been on a couple of videos, but he don't like to be on camera. He's so shy. So when is your next live stream so we could know? The Brownie Ellie is going live Saturday. I did not see a time, but Brownie Ellie will be on live stream Saturday. So once I figure out that, I'll share it on my community tab. When are you going live again, DJ Genesis?
I might do something tonight, because I think I wanted to like cover Ant CEO and discussing the conservative thing, because I don't like the fact that a lot of these conservative Black people are really beginning to attack other Black people.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're really beginning to attack and starting to sound like the Klan.
Oh yeah, our worst. Oh yeah, I've heard it all, honey.
I'm gonna get into that. Like, why are we sounding like the Klan? Why are we talking so bad against each other? Yeah, we need to get the National Guard to come in and kill those niggas. Like, bro, what?
Well, as being in the military, we know that that's an unnecessary power. It's overuse of, in my opinion, it's overuse.
You don't get. They're not even. Are they even under the same laws as the police? Like in the. I mean, there's a constitution, everything, but hell, martial law is different than police that oppose the Constitution. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
so we need to be very careful about the line that we're treading when we're encouraging the president to do this stuff. That's going to be the next thing I do, because there's a guy named Ant CEO that called me a delusional that I want to get into. He's a young kid, and he's just real he's an asshole. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, so I'm gonna cover that. So that's the next thing I'm about to do.
All right. Well, that sounds interesting.
My car is in the shop, so I have to like call a Lyft to come pick me up to go.
Go ahead and do it. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you drop. You have my number. You can message me. Just let me know when you go live. And like I said, I will. There's a lot of live streams that you've done. I need to catch up. I will catch up. Let me know when you go live, and I'll be over there. You guys check her out. Thank you guys for being here. I'm gonna go ahead and drop you down, sis, and I'm gonna take these people out. Thank you so much for coming. Peace. Thank you. Mwah. Thank you, sweetheart. All right, you guys. Thank you, guys. That was amazing. It was amazing the first time too. I regret that I was having technical issues. If you can make out the first one, watch the first one and then watch this one too. It was amazing both times. So make sure you guys check it out on the replay. Make sure you hit the like. Go over there, support her. Some people might not like what I did far as showing PH Diva real, like what she really looks like, but you're not going to call nobody fat and you plus size yourself. No, we're not going to do that. No. And you only did it, let's be honest, you only did it because you knew that she didn't know what you look like. But like I said, the internet is undefeated. The camera slip is undefeated. So we're not going to do that. Let's just stop being mean to each other. Kelly Price talked about it. Kelly Price talked about, she was talking about trolls, but specifically she was talking about how mean some Black women can be to other Black women. And that's a problem. That is a serious problem. That woman is up here to entertain us, to sing for us, to perform. She's not up here doing a fashion contest. If that's what you're looking at, then why are you watching her? So Kelly Price was complaining. A lot of people complaining. Shanika, several celebrities have been complaining about the meanness of people on social media. But remember, that's a two-edged sword. If you could be mean to somebody else can be mean to you. Peace. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like.